Good evening and welcome to the 18 WJTS News for Thursday, January 11th. Thanks so much for tuning in this evening. I'm Joey Rehl reporting. It's a new year, and with all the well wishes and New Year resolutions, the city of Huntingburg is welcoming in a new mayor in 2024. Neil Elkins, who announced his run for the mayor's seat back in May of 2023, won the vote of the Huntingburg citizens in the November election. If you're like the majority of people who think Elkins began his mayoral duties on January 1st of the new year, you'd be surprised to find out that's far from the truth.
It's going pretty well. I really started meeting with people the day after the election. 8 o'clock the next after the election was my first meeting here on 4th Street. Outside of it, I've been using Kim's Coffee, a plug for them. Is Huntingburg Grind here coming up pretty soon as my office during that time, and I've been able to meet with all the elected officials in the area as well as the internal employees prior to ever starting, because I didn't really want to take the first week or two meeting with 100 people. And it's gone pretty smooth. It's a lot smoother than I thought it would be.
Mayor Elkins has been busy hosting meetings with community members while easing into his new office. Hosting his first meeting of the Huntingburg City Council on Tuesday with some minor first-time hiccups along the way. Elkins is ready to push forward and make conversations yield results for the future of Huntingburg.
Some things are going to take a while. You know, there are projects, unfortunately, that might take a year, it might take 2 years. Well, we have people that want to come here and live here because of the quality of life.
The Huntingburg City Council also welcomed Pam Bolte onto the council as the new Precinct 4 representative. Other topics discussed at the week's council meeting include the proclamation to celebrate National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day to take place on January 9th of each year, the ongoing issue of the Southridge High School swimming pool and current lack of facilities for Southridge swimmers, Chip Mahaffey, superintendent of the Southwest DuBois County School Corporation, and Larry Fusler, a local concerned swimming parent, talked to the council about the benefits and drawbacks of constructing a dome over the city pool, making it usable all year round. And Tim Ware was selected as the president pro tempore in case the mayor is unable to attend future council meetings. The Huntingburg City Council meets on the 2nd and 4th Tuesday of each month at 5:30 p.m. Eastern in the council chambers located in the City Hall. Live streams are always accessible on the City of Huntingburg Facebook page. Junior Achievement of Southwestern Indiana held a press conference earlier today at the Vincennes University Jasper campus to announce the 2024 Junior Achievement DuBois County Business Hall of Fame laureates. The announcement was made by Assistant VP and Campus Dean of VUJC, Christian Bloom, among a small group of Junior Achievement volunteers and media. The 2024 laureates are UB Butch Clem as the active laureate and the late Robert Siebert as the historical laureate. UB Butch Clem founded the UB Clem Furniture Company back in 1973, being the company's only employee at the time of inception. After 50 years of hard work to grow his company, he was recognized as the Indiana Entrepreneur of the Year for Manufacturing back in 1995. Robert Bob Siebert, the former owner and operator of Siebert's clothing store in Jasper, was the second generation to manage the family company until his retirement back in 1997. Bob Siebert was also a founding board member for Junior Achievement in Jasper. Both laureates will be inducted into the Junior Achievement DuBois County Business Hall of Fame at the 9th Annual Breakfast Celebration happening on Thursday, April 18th at 7:30 a.m. Eastern at the Huntingburg Event Center. Information on sponsorships and individual event tickets will be available at a later date. City of Huntingburg offices will be closed on Monday, January 15th in observance of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. The offices will reopen on Tuesday, January 16th at 8 a.m. The Jasper Street Department would like to remind all residents of its winter plan due to unpredictable winter temperatures. When temperatures and wind chill is extreme, the street department will run 2 trash and recycling routes for the specific day of the week of which it falls. It may last for several days or weeks, depending on the temperatures, in an attempt to keep their laborers safe and limit exposure to the outdoors. As a reminder, all trash and recycling must be at the curb no later than 7 a.m. They also want to remind residents yard waste most likely will not be collected during extreme temperatures. The Jasper Street Department appreciate your cooperation with the matter to help keep their employees safe. Governor Eric Holcomb announced that Lilly Endowment, Inc. has awarded a $250 million grant to help bolster quality of place efforts throughout the state. The grant to the Indiana Economic Development Corporation will be administered in conjunction with the nationally recognized Regional Economic Acceleration and Development Initiative. The funds will help accelerate the state's support for rehabilitating deteriorated or abandoned properties and strengthen varied arts and culture initiatives to foster more vibrant and livable communities across Indiana for generations to come. The Lagodi City Council convened for their first meeting under the leadership of newly inaugurated Mayor Brian Ader and 4 recently appointed council members on Monday night. One significant decision made by the Lagodi City Council was the approval of a $44,000 budget allocation for the purchase of a new police car. Mayor Brian Ader presented 2 options to the council. They could lease a vehicle for $16,000 annually with unlimited mileage or buy it outright for $44,000. The council opted to save costs by acquiring the vehicle outright. A substantial investment of $165,000 was sanctioned for the procurement of 576 radio read water meters from a supplier, along with an additional 48 meters from the town of Shoals. Mayor Ader emphasized the necessity of transitioning to radio read meters with approximately 950 already purchased and installed and more than 500 pending. Funding for the initiative is proposed to be evenly split between the Water Fund, boasting a balance of $1.2 million, and the Sewer Fund, which stands at $1.4 million. The delivery of the meters from the supplier is expected in about 10 months. The council also approved a $11,500 for new pumps at the Lagodi City Pool. As frigid temperatures approach this week, we have some essential tips to prepare your home for the extreme cold. For sinks and faucets on exterior walls, make sure to leave a small trickle of running water and keep cabinets open to allow heat to reach the pipes. Be sure to keep garage doors down and closed at all times. If you have a crawl space, close the vents and ensure your heater is working and set between 55 and 60 degrees. In case of frozen pipes, you can use a space heater to thaw them, but exercise caution and keep it away from objects and never leave it unattended. Ensure your furnace is functioning properly by checking for blocked registers or grills, allowing warm air to flow smoothly throughout your house. And keep out the cold by reinforcing insulation, caulking, and using weather stripping. The Drainage Board of Dubois County will be holding a special meeting coming up at 10 a.m. on Tuesday, January 16th in the Commissioners and Council Room on the 2nd floor of the Dubois County Courthouse Annex. This special meeting is being held to discuss the consideration of board minutes from February 2nd, 2023 and March 6th of 2023. We'll be right back with a check of your weather forecast, followed by Kurt Guxell with sports.